This time I'm only streaming at 2K. Because why stream at 4K, I guess. I did end up looking at the old footage in 1080p, and it's like you can still generally read everything. So, whatever. I think I'm live. Hello. We're 8 seconds in. I don't really know how to start these things. Dalton's here. Lyla is also here.
Yeet.
Yeet. Today I'm going to be working on jumping. Making jump work better because it does not feel good right now. What are you up to, Dalton?
I'm gonna start with some level design, just because I bet making a new scene is gonna bring some weird issues. Then I'll do some sound design. Is there anything in particular you want me to be doing for level design?
I feel like we need maybe just like a small handful, like maybe 2 or 3 levels to kind of like safely teach the player how to play the game.
Sure.
You know, something really quick so repeat players can just kind of blast through it.
Yeah. How long do you want the levels to be?
Pretty short. I mean, I just really like short levels. I think they're kind of fun.
But one screen, or like you need to move across the screen?
I feel like the very first level could be one screen, and then after that it's fine to make them bigger.
Okay, cool.
I did push a camera follow script. I'm going to make the main camera a prefab and then push that really quick before we do anything.
Okay, I'm going to wait to make a new scene then.
Okay. Main camera. Just so that we don't have to keep, attaching the component and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Great push description of push.
Wonderful. What if I start pushing and I just putting like fake card numbers?
Oh no. Magic Mayhem 451. Oh no, my
I kind of like that better than Mage Mayhem.
Wait, what did I just say?
Magic Mayhem.
Oh shit.
I like the like sharpness of the C, because Mage Mayhem, it just, I don't know, it doesn't have that cadence for me. But this is something that we can discuss.
Yeah, I kind of like the... I'm not sure what synonym of sharpness to use.
Yeah. You can't just repeat what I say.
No, that's like discussions in like high school, and it's like, yeah, I agree with what the other person said, and that's your whole contribution.
Yeah, the curtains being blue do symbolize sadness. So we had a lot of discussion things in college where, like, part of your grade was participate in the discussions on Blackboard, and when I did them, it would always just be like, I agree with what everyone else said, but I forgot to do most of them, and I still got pretty good grades.
Oh my god, I just remember one time in high school, I was having a bad day, and there was a discussion, and I just did not care at all. I wasn't paying any amount of attention. And like, I could kind of hear that some people were doing that whole thing, like, oh, I agree with this person. The typical responses. And like, there was a very obvious expectation that everyone participate in it. Like, the whole class was arranged in a circle in the room, right? And we get to the end of the discussion, and like the teacher says, is there anyone else who would like to say anything? And people just kind of look at me like, dude, you gonna say anything? And I just sat there. Didn't fucking say anything. And it just burned into my brain of everyone just kind of staring at me like, what the fuck, dude?
Is there... Are we using the mouse very heavily? Is that the plan?
I mean, the current setup is left click is focus and right click is jump.
Mm-hmm.
We can change that pretty easily because of the new input system.
God, when you double jump, you go so high.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Oh, we're in a call. Do you want me to add you to that? Yeah, all right.
We have a channel called Lucky Dog Games.
Oh fuck, we do. We do have a Discord channel. Why don't we?
If you want to log into that, do you have the login for that?
For
the YouTube channel for Lucky Dog Games?
Oh, I do not have the login for that. We'll have to do that later.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move over to the Lucky Dog voice channel.
Oh, that's what Liz meant. Okay.
Yes, so that we can all be in the same voice chat.
Okay, I'm hopping over there too.
All right.
Well, hi.
Bonjourno.
Oh, I should just use Mike's mic. So I'll mute mine.
Sure.
Mike's mic.
Can you talk
Mike,
again?
Mike. Hmm?
Okay, cool. OBS is definitely picking you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Look at all these things that I should have thought about and tested before we started streaming. Can you tell that I've never streamed before in my life?
Never.
Oh, why were you asking about mouse controls?
Because it took me a while to figure out how to jump.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
I was trying like W and space, and it's like, why is this not doing?
Why it not work? Help. So I need to change this around. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to look up some stuff about the input system because I don't remember how to get values out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to know whether or not the spacebar is being pushed, right? Or not the spacebar, the jump button.
Probably.
Seems helpful.
What is Decky?
Was what?
This block that we have on the channel. I don't know.
Oh, that's for codecs.
Oh, okay.
YouTube is recommending I put down the stream bitrate by take it down to 1/5 of what it currently is, and I suppose I could do that.
What is your bit rate?
I was using 51,000 kilobytes because that's what the like max 4K was. But I'm not using 4K, so
My OBS starts having issues if I go above like 3,500.
okay. So I don't know how much you've done with the new input system, Dalton.
Basically nothing.
That's fair. I'm finding it kind of annoying. They have like 3 different ways to use inputs, but their documentation mostly just covers one of them. So if I want to do very specific things in what seems like the easiest way, I really have to search for it.
Our tiles are not a integer value of tallness.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what causes that exactly to happen. I've just been using the like snap together thing.
I only know how to do snap to value.
There's... Oh, it's V. So if you hold V while you're hovering over a sprite, you can like select one of the corners and snap it to things.
Okay.
Did it work?
No.
Great.
I hold V, and then I click a corner, and then it deselects everything.
So if you have a sprite selected, and you are in...
you have to drag it. I got it.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see here.
Yeah, that works pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty convenient. I'm gonna try to do what I did for focus, but for jumping. What are input action types?
Oh no.
Oh no.
The game view camera changes completely when you go into play mode. So I'm working on the game view to do the level design, and then as soon as I hit play, it zooms way out.
Oh yeah, you have to use the run and edit mode at Pixel Perfect Camera. And then it zooms things correctly.
Where is that?
So the Pixel Perfect Camera component on the main camera,
Okay.
you just hit run and edit mode.
Can that not be part of? That cannot not be pushed.
I guess not. It looks like it's just a runtime button.
Heck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Action types, here we go. Okay. I think I understand. Here we go. 1 and 0. That's what I like to see. Incredible. Holding jump equals false. This whole class, this wizard input class, needs to be broken down eventually, because it is... Currently, it just hit 200 lines, and I don't like that very much. Of course, you and I have seen much worse things than that, but...
Yeah.
I convert an int to a bool? Is that a thing I can do? Is it gonna yell at me if I do this?
You might have to parse it.
Yeah. Invalid operation. Alright, cool. I mean, I can also just do like a 2-line if statement. Okay, so now I know when the player is holding the jump button, which I'm liking the new input system. I don't fully know how we're going to connect it to a Raspberry Pi connected to arcade buttons, but that's a future problem.
That's a problem for future us.
That's it?
Can we scoot my desk to the wall?
Scoot your desk?
Yeah.
Sure. Is everything still going to reach? The Ethernet cable's kind of
Frick.
taut, yeah. We could. I mean, you're on the Best Buy website.
I already placed my order.
Fuck.
Oh.
And there were coupons.
Oh, no, honey.
No.
Oh, we didn't find any working codes. Cool. Lit.
All right. Thank goodness.
Okay. What did you want me to do? This is really cool, by the way.
That was an interactive map of Hyrule.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! It's got all the Korok seeds. Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Can you like mark them off as done too?
That would be cool. Yeah.
Oh, you totally can. Well, if you ever want 100% Breath of the Wild.
This is the only thing I want to do right now. However, I can instead do what I'm supposed to be doing and draw you something.
Did you want to figure out a projectile to draw?
Let me open the file. Where was I sharing the stuff?
I think you're just sending it in
Directly to Dalton?
Drive, right?
No, I was sending PSD files.
Yeah, you were sending those over Discord.
Yeah, but like directly to you?
Yeah, over Discord, directly to me.
Bet. Oh wow, it's already open.
There it is.
You're working with yellow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it going to be 4 different projectiles?
Oh, did you want to try the... Oh.
If you do 4 different ones, we can have them all still have the same collider.
You
and
mean
just
like...
physically work the same.
The...
When you shoot a
When you
thingy.
shoot something.
Yeah. Which, do note, is going to travel at a relatively high speed, so you don't need to get super detailed with it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I need a section for doing gravity myself, because Unity's gravity is garbage. So, if we are following...
How's that?
Yeah.
A bit smaller?
No, that looks totally good to me.
Okay. So the ice arena where we live is shut down due to COVID.
Everything is shut down due to COVID. I saw a really sad Facebook post the other day. In my hometown, there is this skating rink called the Rainbow Skating Rink that's been around since, like the 70s. And they were like, hey guys, we just can't do it anymore. Rainbow's closing. Thanks for all the memories. Goodbye.
Oh. All the shit closing because of a pandemic is so sad.
Yeah. What is the number in the top left?
Oh, that's the frame rate.
Oh shit, okay, that's really high.
Yeah. If you actually build it, it, for whatever reason, limits it to 60. It's probably in the Unity settings, but I had that because I realized when I built at one point that one of my things was not frame rate independent. So it was horrible in a build.
Okay.
So, like, why not just have the frame rate available at all times, you know?
Sure.
Fixed Delta time. Alright. I've used this kind of function before, and I hope that it still works the way I expect it to.
So, for my little single screen room, I am turning off the follow camera because it doesn't really get bounded by the outsides of the level.
Sure. Makes sense to me. I don't think adding physics 2D to physics.gravity.y is going to change very much, but you never know.
To a what?
Changing physics.gravity.y to physics2d.gravity.y.
Oh.
I don't think that'll change very much.
Not for our purposes.
Whew. Well, I made the player feel much heavier, so that's a thing.
I'm a fan of that.
It's a lot better than being really awkwardly floaty. So now I need to expose these values.
You can leap about 15 stories right now on my end.
Okay, I'm exposing these. I'm setting some default values. Attaching them to the prefab, and I'm going to pull your thing and then push mine. Hey, Cade. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've done anything on YouTube. Considering I think the last time I uploaded a video that wasn't a stream, it was my 10-year YouTube anniversary last January. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When we bought a little cake from somewhere. It was adorable.
It was pretty heckin' great. That's why that wasn't working. So on the wrong freaking layer again.
Oh, heck. That'll do it.
Does it to me every time. Let's see. I don't like this one as much.
The purple color scheme.
Yeah. There we go, that's better. It was just too light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalton, I pushed the jump changes, and you should see how the wizard drops like a truck.
Sure, I'm pulling it right now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is much better.
So it has the fall multiplier and the low jump multiplier. Low jump just being you are going upwards, but you are not holding the jump button. And the fall multiplier is if you are currently going downwards. So we can adjust those values as we see fit to make it feel real good.
Oh yeah, you can jump really, really high if you hold the jump button.
Yeah. Which we may want, we may not want, I don't know. Of course, you can actually probably, you can adjust that with the jump strength. Here, let me move some variables around so that they're more aligned with each other. Okay, that looks better. I'm going to push that real quick. You may be waiting a little while, Cade. I don't think I'm going to continue the Witness Let's Play, unfortunately. I did end up finishing it on my own. I didn't get the secret ending because that is a nightmare. But this is a good game. Hey, Lyla.
What's up?
You like puzzles, right?
I do like puzzles, yes.
So we could play The Witness.
Oh no.
It's a good game.
Okay.
You know what's a pretty good puzzle game?
What?
Thomas Was Alone.
God, that is a good game. Oh my... Is that on consoles?
Maybe.
Mayhaps. What up, that stupid guy?
Was Alone on Switch, perhaps? Nope, it was on Wii U though.
Interesting. Don't you have a Wii U?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
It is plugged in our office.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I have
Yes.
projectiles.
Sweet.
Do we have any other... Oh, I was gonna make a cracked wall, right?
I think so?
Like a thin bit of wall that you could dash through?
Yes.
Okay. So I could work on that next.
I also had an idea before we got too far.
Sure.
Would you want to move things into separate like sheets or layers or something, so like you can have like a character layer and stuff? Yeah. I don't really know how all this works and interacts with Unity and whatnot.
Yeah, so each individual thing right now is on its own layer, and they're all labeled.
Does that... so Dalton has imported these things. I did not do that. So Dalton. Oh
Yeah.
no. If we put like a character sprite on like a separate layer from like a floor block sprite, but they're on the same XY coordinates, can you separate those?
Say everything you just said again.
So let's say you had like one of the floor tiles in like the upper left corner, right?
Yeah.
And then you put like character sprinting also in the upper left corner, but on a different layer. Can we separate those when we import that into Unity?
I could separate them in Photoshop before I import them. If they're like occupying the exact same space.
Yeah, because I feel like we're gonna run out of space eventually.
Yeah, this is just like first run shit, and then I'm doing individual animation sheets.
Oh, okay.
This is just stuff that you guys can take and put in.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
All right. No, it's all good.
It's like they're already on different layers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, lit. Yeah, cracked wall would be great.
Okay, because there's a pit, there's spikes, there's the button and the door that the button opens, and then a dash wall.
Okay.
Okay, I will make that next.
Cool. Sounds good to me. That stupid guy, I have not done that. I also am not doing a lot of game development outside of the streams. But I do want to add the log function. I'm just focusing on like jumping stuff right now. And right now, jumping feels pretty good. You still can float up pretty high, which is maybe not what we want. What are your thoughts, Dalton?
I don't think being able to jump that high feels very good. I think that you should be able to stay in the air, but not necessarily get so much height from it.
Okay.
Shit.
Because like I feel like that's what the dash is for.
So I put 7.5 as the jump strength. I think it's better. You should try it on your end, I think.
Okay.
What happened?
Never mind, we're good.
Okay.
I made the door the exact height for words.
Things, boxes, hand motions.
The door is the exact height for in between levels. So like when I'm making the cracked thing, I need to make it the same height as the door. And I forgot how many pixels it was, so I'm just moving the door around so that I can just copy the height of the door.
Okay.
So I don't want to count the pixels.
Okay. So do we have the door in the game?
So right now, when you hold jump, you jump more than 3 times your height, which feels like a lot to me.
Yeah, did you decrease it?
No, I've just pulled everything you've pushed.
Okay, I didn't push it, but I decreased the jump strength to 7.5.
Oh, okay.
Do a sprite. Let's do door. What's up?
I'm deciding. Well, obviously it needs to be thinner than the door.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily thinner than the door. Well, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. If it's gonna be obvious that you're dashing through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I should bring this over 1 more pixel. Like, it's obviously going to be, like, decrepit. But
Mm-hmm. Also,
what's up?
So with the door height,
Mm-hmm. Does it need to be taller?
I was gonna say either could it be shorter or could we get tiles that are that tall for walls?
For walls.
Yeah, so I can show you over here what I'm talking about.
I do like 7.5 more,
Hell yeah.
by the way.
So if I put these around and I snap them all together and whatnot, suddenly I have this little gap that I can't just fill with one of the tiles because the door is slightly taller than these tiles.
Right.
But if I got like a single just wall tile that was taller, then I could fill the gap and it would be all good.
Or a column.
Or a column, yeah.
Yeah, and then I need to reverse the... I think a column. Like, if we do columns that aren't, like, magical doors, so they'd be, like, the same tones as the regular squares, then this could be a cracked column.
That makes sense to me.
That you can dash through, whereas the other ones you cannot.
Hi, Lil Pie. How's it going?
I think that makes sense.
Yes. I think nice strong columns stop the player, but...
Yeah, because we can't really make it shorter, because I'll show you the door next to the player as soon as I find my door. Here.
Yeah. So it's still like it's like a little bit taller, which makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think we also calculated how big the gaps would need to be for like total size. Like how big the entire thing is.
I
so
think
how
so.
much the gaps would be plus the... Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there being calculations.
I think also just having a vertical component to help us build levels
Yeah.
would be really
yeah.
good.
I can make it as tall as the door. It'll just look non-magical so that, like, it's obvious you can't do anything to move it.
Right. I also want to add a thing eventually, just a little polish detail where, like, if you dash into a wall, it, like, shakes the screen a little bit. Because, like, it's a powerful dash, and also you just hit an immovable wall.
Bet.
I have a screen shake script that we can just pull in if you want it.
Hell yeah. That would be awesome.
I'll have to track it down.
That's fair.
I think we used it in,
Into control.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in there.
So, Cade, we're doing this kind of speed platformer, where you are a wizard that can like do unlimited air jumps. A mage. I'm sorry. I keep saying wizard, but they're mages. There's a difference. You can kind of focus and slow time, and it also allows you to aim, which means when you're aiming, you can dash. It may also lower gravity when you are focusing, because I think you fall a little too fast still when you're focusing.
I agree, yeah.
And then, so you can like dash through. I'm not going to dash while these spikes are up, or else they will kill me. You can dash through like magic crystals, and they give you magic back. You can dash through these little crystals, and they just kind of explode, and they will give you points eventually. And then we're also going to have a projectile that you shoot if you focus but don't jump. So when you let go of the focus, it'll just shoot out a thing, and that'll be used for like bigger crystals, and maybe we'll do like some basic enemies. I don't know. We're focusing on like the crystals for now. And then we're doing like how fast can you get through the level and how many crystals can you break as you go. And then we're going to kind of combine those to create a high score board and make this a very arcadey thing that we intend to actually put in a physical arcade cabinet.
Yes.
And yeah, we're trying to kind of use the focus as a bullet time. It does slow down time somewhat, but the new jumping physics I just put in disagree with that a little bit. And I died. Nice. I've been talking about other things for so long, I forgot what I was going to do. Well, I can do the slow down, the focus gravity thing. Let's see. So, if we are focusing, then physics 2D dot gravity equals, put in some private variables in here. Equal gravity equal 2D by gravity, and with the lower gravity will probably just equal that divided by 2. And then when we end focus, gravity will go back to normal. I'm gonna mess around with some values to see if I can get gravity to be real slow while you're... Oh yeah. I'm gonna push this change. you want to tell me your initial thoughts on the focus gravity, that'd be awesome, Dalton.
Sure.
You guys don't have the door in the game right now, right?
I do, but I can move it. It's just a sprite.
Oh.
There's no functionality or
I
anything.
moved it on the sheet.
Oh yeah, no problem. I can move it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good. One of the nice things about us working in such a low resolution is that it's really easy to like grab stuff in a square because like the pixels are so big. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say yes and carry on.
Neat.
All
Don't
right.
know what to name this layer.
So Dalton also sent me a thing a little while back that is a Twitter thread to, I don't know, one of the designers of Celeste?
One of the two.
One of the two. Maddie Thorson, talking about a bunch of stuff that they did for game feel. And a lot of them are relating to jumps, and I want to try to implement some of these. Like coyote time. You can still jump for a short period of time after you fall off a ledge. Sounds like a good time to me. Because like we technically have unlimited jumping, so you technically always have coyote time, but I also don't want you to like waste magic if you were like a frame too late. Let's do private float, time sense, grounded. Current collisions dot count. This is starting to turn into a mess of code, and that's not great.
Everything eventually does.
Anything about programming, but you might want to make sure the focus slows the character speed, so it's a true bullet time and not just a float button. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that stupid guy. The Celeste thread seems very, very useful for for platforming projects. They do some things that we aren't gonna really be able to do. Like they have, you can jump when you're 2 pixels away from a wall. Like we can't really count pixels in Unity because they built their own engine, right?
Let me look.
All right, guy, I'll do that.
Holy shit. It was built in XNA.
Wait, isn't that the Microsoft thing?
Yeah. That was like made for the Xbox 360 XBLA store.
Holy shit. That's really impressive, and also why.
So, Maddie Thorson was the director, designer, programmer, and writer.
Oh wow. That's a lot of hats to wear.
That's how it goes in indie games.
Yeah.
I have a thought.
Yes, what's up?
We have pillars you can dash through and solid pillars. What if instead of having the door be something that you can bust down, what if we have a pillar that's like just cracked and you have to sit there and bust that down? But for the door, you have to go to the button.
We don't have a melee attack anymore. So I don't know about sitting there and busting stuff down.
Oh, because dash is melee.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
Bet.
Bet.
Okay.
Also, I do love Microsoft XNA because it's an acronym for XNA's not acronymed.
Yeah.
So it's recursive. It's great. Alright. Conscience grounded. How much time should someone have? Like a quarter of a second since they were last on the ground?
Time for what?
To jump without using magic.
We can try a quarter second and see how it feels.
I also gotta make sure this variable gets reset. So I'm checking to see, hey, are we currently not colliding with anything? And if so, reset our timer. And then in the fixed update, we add to that timer. And then if it's been too long since you were grounded, you have to use magic to jump. I mean, it looks like it works already.
Cool. This
is going to take a lot of tweaking to really get how we want it.
Yes. I think it's going to be a back and forth of, alright, you tweak things, and then I design based on that, and then you play the design and tweak things more, and then we redesign.
Yeah. Oh, you know, this does lead to a very small edge case, which I'm not entirely sure how to handle, which is that you can technically double jump without using magic if you just jump twice within a quarter second. I don't think you gain very much height out of it. Is that something we need to worry about?
We can, I think, wait to worry about it.
Okay. Cade, yeah, the current way the way it's currently set up, this will basically be wall jumps. I was thinking about adding wall jumps at some point. Wall jumps are always fun, but yeah, right now it's literally just asking, are we touching anything? Not even if we're just touching the ground. I'm not asking that. So if you're touching a wall, you can wall jump technically.
That's what I was going to say, is if you jump and just move towards the wall, you do not fall down.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing that's happening. It's very unusual behavior. I'm literally just holding right and I'm not moving at all.
Yeah.
And that was happening before I started messing with gravity myself. So I don't know why that is. Maybe it's that the physics engine is trying to resolve a sideways movement, but it can't. I don't fully understand that one, but
Yeah, I don't know.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering.
Are you dropping any frames on OBS?
How do I... No. There's zero dropped frames. Okay. I'm gonna lower my bit rate, like YouTube has been yelling at me to do for the past hour. So I'm gonna restart the stream really quick. Okay. So we technically have coyote time now.
Cool.
Yeah, if we think it's a problem in the future for the free double jump thing, we can have a jump negate the whole time since grounded thing. For now, I think it's fine. You know?
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm still just like prototyping, but if you want to check out level 01, it is push.
Ooh. Some level design happened. Also, YouTube says that my current bitrate is too high again, but it has the wrong bitrate. So that's weird.
I'm gonna hop over and see your stream and immediately mute it. Yeah, looks fine to me. Looks pretty smooth.
Alright, works for me. Before it's just Mario level 1.
Oh, I
Should have done it. You had the chance. It's too late now.
Yeah.
Oof, I think we really need to increase the jump strength.
Why's that?
You just have to jump like 6 times to get up to one of these platforms.
Oh, you're not dashing?
You know what? That's smart.
That was kind of the theory, was that that's why the crystals are laid out in diagonals to some of the platforms.
That's smart.
Well, if you didn't get it, maybe it's not. But the jump, if you're at the very top of the level, jumping between those two platforms, it's like perfect.
Oh, hell yeah. That's beautiful. You could do if jump requested and magic level does not equal. Yeah, I'm sure you're right there. Let's see here. If jump requested and magic level does not equal 0. Because yeah, that would negate the whole thing. Though I do need the jump request to turn false. I feel I can just do jump requested equals false after the if statement. Because either it's true already or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we want jump buffering. Which is always a nice one to have. Because it would need to know that you've requested a jump before you've hit the ground, and also you don't have magic. Let's do this though. Magic level does not equal 0. I'm gonna make this greater than. I don't think it's a situation where it could be less than 0, but you never know. Okay. I'm like trying to mentally go through this block of code and see if there's like edge cases or anything. No, you need to be able to jump even if you don't have magic. Shit. Okay, so we have request jump and if I want to try something. So we'll worry about the magic thing in a second. But with the way we're handling gravity, does it... I had it so that you couldn't jump if you were already going too fast upwards. Okay, well... That's fun to watch. The character just goes zooming if you spam the jump button.
I need to restart so I have full mana to watch this.
And I'm doing it on the mic test scene because there's a wall in your level 1. Where's the character? Holy shit. So I got to Y value 31,000 because I just spammed the jump button.
I spammed it with full mana and I didn't hit the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird. Oh, that's because I haven't pushed my changes. I'm a fool.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Try this on for size. Shadow the Hedgehog.
What did you call me?
Nothing? You should look at the push name, though. Oh, Coyote time should only work if velocity is negative. Duh. Then you didn't just jump if your velocity is negative. That makes so much sense. Okay. So if current collisions.count equals 0 and rb.velocity.y is less than... I would think less than or equal to 0 in this case. Just in case. And... no, wait. It's greater than 0. And it's been too long. Then you should not be able to do the Coyote time jump. I'm getting my logic wrong, mixed up somewhere. RB velocity to y is greater than or equal to 0 and time since grounded is... No, wait. Oh, I'm confusing myself. Oh no. Okay, I'll take this out entirely.
Whenever you want to check out the level again, I added some stuff to make jumping more viable.
Awesome. Okay, if collision star count equals 0 and your velocity is greater than or equal to 0, then you will do an air jump because you are currently jumping. Right. But also, if time since grounded is greater than the limit. Yes. I know y'all are saying less than 0. But if you are going downwards, then we don't want to call the air jump event. Is what you're saying, I believe. So if we are going upwards, that means we have just jumped, which means we want to do an air jump. Let's try this while I wait for the stream to do its latency thing. Okay. Hey. Looks like it works. Not quite. Yeah, this is for coyote time. I'm gonna draw this out so I can understand what the hell I'm doing. So, we have a little player, and if they are currently grounded, so this would return false. Hold on. So because they are touching the ground, they cannot. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was reading stream comments. Negative velocity is movement downwards, plus is movement upwards. Yes. So if we are going upwards, then we have a positive velocity, which means if we're going upwards, we cannot have coyote time. Instead, you have to do an air jump. So if you're like up here, great art, I know. I'm trying to do it with a mouse with high sensitivity, which I know Lyla will judge me for. She's giving me a look. So if you're up in the air and you try to do a jump while you have this upwards velocity, then you will do an air jump, which costs magic. Right? So that's what we have here, is you are currently in the air and your velocity is greater than or equal to 0. That's what this is. And then the or statement is for the case where you drop off the edge, right? So this parentheses will return false because your velocity is less than 0. But this might return true. Sorry, this might return, hold on. Yeah. So this can also return false if you have just left the ground and you have a negative velocity. And so because both things are false, you do not call the air jump, which means you just jump normally. But if you are going down with a negative velocity and you take longer than 1/4, that is a 4, I promise, 1/4 of a second, now you have to do an air jump, which costs magic. I think I got all that straightened out. Did that all make sense to you, Dalton?
I am putting stuff together, so I was like half listening.
That's valid. I'm hoping the paint explanation worked Yeah. You're not using an exclusive OR. No, I don't want to use an exclusive OR, because if either of these cases are true, so if time is less than 0.25 seconds, you will still jump. Okay, so if time is less than a quarter second, this will be, hold on, this will end up with true on one side. So it doesn't matter what's on this side. So if when you jump, it has been less than a quarter second, I'm sorry, this should be false. Because it's been less than a quarter second. This should be false. Which means both of these conditions need to be true, where you are not touching the ground. So we have not touching ground. So this is a coyote jump. So you have just walked off the edge, and you are currently going downwards. So that means you're not colliding with anything, so it's false. And then there's an and, but it doesn't matter because this is false. So this all returns false. This whole or statement returns false, and the air jump does not happen if you are coyote jumping. Now let's say you're trying to do the double jump. So with the double jump, we have, sorry, I'm hacking myself up. This is coyote time. You are not touching anything. This is true. However, your velocity is down. So this whole thing returns false, and you have just a false statement. An air jump does not get called. Now, if we do double jump, you have just left the ground, so the count is in fact false. And your velocity is upwards. So this will return true or false, which is just true, which means you will do an air jump, which costs mana. I think that covers all the cases. Let me know, y'all, in the comments if that made sense. If my ramblings were unclear or anything. Still not working. Yeah, I do have something wrong. Shit. So, what if you just jumped? I think time since grounded needs to be smaller. Because if you just jumped, you're trying to double jump. You're not connected to anything. And if you did the peak of the jump, because the jump by itself is very short, it actually could be less than 0.25 seconds. Yeah, let's try lowering this. If time's under 0.25 seconds, you can always double jump. time overrides the other side. If time is under 0.5 seconds, you can always double jump. Right, I want people to be able to double jump, but I want it to cost mana if it is not coyote time. And I think, because in the case where, let's get rid of all this again. In the case where you jump, so you kind of like go up, and then when you hit the peak, you start coming back down, suddenly your velocity is downwards. And with a really high coyote time, that can happen within a quarter second. Collision equals 0, or time is greater than 0.25 and velocity is greater than 0. Okay, let's check that out. Time and velocity. So, if you jump very quickly, what are all the parameters needed for you to do double jump? Double jump is just you are not touching anything and you have magic. That's really it. So if you have gone up and now we're at like the top of the arc and we're going back down, we have this negative velocity and it's been very quick, an arbitrarily small amount of time. Then we have no collisions, which is true. Oh, we don't want to do that because then every time you don't have collisions, unless it's an exclusive ore? What is the... Dalton, you don't happen to know the C# thing for exclusive ore off the top of your head, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I can look it up. Possibly slower than you.
Looks like it's carrot? Logical exclusive ore?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, Guy, you're saying collision equals 0, time and time is greater than 0.25, and velocity is greater than or equals to 0. Or greater than 0. Let's do 0.25f just in case. Oh. Oh. There's a double jump. That was very strange how long it took. That is way more than a quarter second. What the hell? Did I type this wrong? No. Well, I need the double jump mechanic to work when you're going down as well. So if you go too far off of a ledge, or if you're just, falling down and you jump in the middle of the air, you use mana to undo that. So it needs to not just be the condition of going up. Arbitrary velocity. You need to separate coyote time from double jump. Yeah. Definitely need to do that. Okay, we're gonna try to simplify this a little bit. So I want a coyote time. How the fuck do you spell coyote?
COYO.
Waiting for the last letters.
I think you
T-E?
can get the rest, yeah.
Okay, there's no Y at the end?
No.
Okay.
Coyote.
Don't ask me how I know that. It's definitely not hockey related.
It's definitely not because you're a huge fan of Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, absolutely. That's got me.
It's definitely not because our neighborhood Facebook page is talking about wild coyotes.
You have a check for mana before the coyote. Yes, I do have a check for mana before the coyote time, which is not what I wanted to do. So let's just go ahead and yeet this. Put it somewhere else. Goodbye.
I think I need to write a script to stagger the spike animations because it's super easy if they all just go up and down at the same time.
Yeah, no, that the the spikes do not need to go at the same time. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
What's up? You can even probably set specific times so we could make some spikes go up in a wave kind of thing in some level.
What?
That's what I'm thinking. If I do a float to staggered when they start.
What are you guffawing about?
Fucking hat.
The hat that has consumed the mage's
Wait.
face.
Okay, hold on. If you just rotate it, the hat's yeah, it's a little wompy, but it's aight.
And then oh no, you may have to just draw that yourself.
It'll be a nice outline.
Okay.
So what I'm doing, and why the hat is consuming the wizard mage. Now I'm doing it.
Now you're saying wizard.
So it is. She's going to collapse into a ball of light for the dash.
Ooh.
And then just pop back up.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because then it'll
That
be
actually.
what?
That can make some really interesting things where maybe there's a really small space that you can dash through, but you can't run through. That'd be cool. Sorry, you were saying something.
I wasn't saying anything. I was
Okay.
listening to you.
Okay, but I need to do coyote time. Okay, I need to check for. Do you have any mana? Right? Or do I need to do coyote time first? I feel like you need to do coyote time first, don't you? You're remaking Metroid. Fuck.
What?
You're remaking Metroid. Have you played a Metroid?
Sure, this would be funny if I knew what the heck that was.
I'm sorry.
This is fine. This is all fine.
Time since grounded does check for that, doesn't it? Yeah, it literally does it 6 lines above. Amazing. This is what happens when you get into your own head while you're coding and you don't plan things out, is you just kind of write redundant code. Because you should be able to coyote time even if you don't have mana. So mana should not affect coyote time. Right? That's the point of coyote time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we have a jump requested that we need to see is time since grounded less than our maximum for time since grounded. Because if so, then you should be able to just jump normally.
Babe,
Yeah.
people have been saying coyote time in your chat, right?
Yeah.
Then why did
You
you ask
reading it?
me how to spell coyote?
Must be nice to have talking rubber ducks. I have at least 4 rubber ducks right now between you and Dalton and the 2 people talking in my chat.
Listen, I have so much experience as a rubber duck. I am in fact a great rubber duck because I don't know what's going on. So I am in fact the closest thing you could get to a rubber duck.
Guy just said, I have been spelling it wrong the entire time, so joke's on her. Alright, I added so time since grounded is less than a quarter second, and your velocity is less than or equal to 0. Your upwards velocity. Which means that you have just fallen off of a ledge, but you did not jump upwards. Also, we're going to reduce this, actually not to quarter second, but to 1/10 of a second.
So I know this is probably not the right crowd for this, but one of the great things about being a Coyotes fan, even if you're not that into hockey, is that you learn how to spell both Phoenix and Coyote, which both suck to spell.
Oh my god. I'm gonna disable this spike block for now, because I keep being worried about dying. Yeah, velocity includes direction. I was just saying that out loud. For reasons that I can't even think of now. It looks like Coyote Time is working, because you can kind of drop a little bit and still jump in the middle of the air. Yeah. Hell yeah. I think 1/10 of a second is enough to create like the player experience of Coyote Time, where like you won't necessarily notice that Coyote Time exists, but it will help you. I'm gonna push this, and you can let me know what you think of that, Dalton.
Sure.
If you've got a second. I don't really know what you're up to.
I'm doing this spike thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Also, are you getting the byte state must be byte aligned error?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I have been getting it since I installed 2019.4.16. And it's just Unity error. I don't know what it means. It looks like it has something to do with inputs, but I'm pretty sure I've been getting it since before I imported the new input system, so I don't know what's going on.
Weird.
Alright, so I'm sending this push to you. You can no longer double jump. I'm going to add that back in a few minutes, but you should be able to like tell that you can Coyote Time. You can kind of run off an edge and still jump at like, well, within 1/10 of a second of running off the edge.
Okay, then I will have to go to another scene to test, because my scene requires a double jump.
Should probably make a jumping animation too.
Maybe someday.
Listen, I'm trying to get the hat to consume the mage right now, so as soon as I figure out how the fuck I'm making that happen.
Is it just gonna be a hat?
No!
Oh, I would love it if it was just a little hat.
Listen. That would be a little too weeby.
Is this a Ghibli reference?
No, it is a extremely classic anime reference.
Oh.
It's a Fushigi Yugi reference. One of the characters disappears into his hat whenever he's like, I don't like this shit. He also throws the main character into the hat on multiple occasions.
Oh, I wish I could do that. Just disappear into a hat. See you later.
So Coyote Time feels pretty good to me.
Hell
Also,
yeah.
Kyle has joined the chat.
Kyle has joined the chat. Your chat, not my chat.
Yeah, my chat.
Yeah. There's a joke about nuns on hoverboards? What does this mean? I kind of want to do... Neither of you have done YouTube streaming, so I don't know.
I have.
You have?
I have.
Yeah.
You both
Wow.
have?
Yeah.
What? I thought you'd only done Twitch.
No, in high school, back when the only way to stream to YouTube was through Google Hangouts,
Oh god.
I did like Minecraft streams through Google Hangouts.
Oh.
They were actually weirdly popular. Which, on the same note for Kyle, really quick. Kyle, I'm sorry I haven't been on Minecraft in a while. I went home for Christmas.
Oh yeah, I put this in the description of the stream, but I'm just gonna say it out loud right now. If you want to hang out with us while we play video games, you can check out Lyla or Dalton's Twitches that are in the description. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know if there's any other days scheduled.
Yeah, I'm trying to start streaming on my own on Mondays also, but yeah, we play together on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah. It's not quite Let's Plays, but it is hanging out. So.
Yeah.
I hate this hat.
I'm sorry. If you make the animation quick enough, will the player be able to tell?
No, it's just that particular hat is at such an angle in pixel that it's just...
Oh no.
I hate it.
I'm sorry.
What time is it?
2:34.
See ya, Kyle.
Ooh,
Good luck.
dear.
What's up?
Bye, Kyle.
Bye, Kyle. Did you have something going on? Did you have something going on?
No?
Oh no. It's AGDQ. You were gonna go watch AGDQ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't?
There's a Pikmin 2 run today.
That could, stand in for us actually playing it.
We'll just watch the speed run.
I was gonna say, maybe like lunch, food of any kind.
It's valid.
Today?
Well, I mean, we're gonna eat dinner obviously, but I haven't eaten yet today.
Delatin.
I woke up at noon. Let me know when I get double jump back.
Yeah, I'm gonna implement that real quick.
Ooh, actually, I can cheese it. But
Oh
still,
my
we'll probably
God.
get that back.
Liz.
What?
A guy on the stream just said, have the hat absorb the character as a level transition.
As a level transition?
So when you beat a level, the hat absorbs the character. I love it.
I'm down for a Fushigi Yugi reference.
Honestly, same, but... I guess it's a completely different hat. Yeah, okay, we're doing it.
For whatever reason, my browser doesn't like that link, Cade. It just takes me to a Google search for YouTube videos. Anyway. I was finishing this up. So, if a time since ground is less than a tenth of a second and your velocity is downwards, then you just jump. It's coyote time. Hell yeah. Otherwise, we need to ask if you have magic. If have magic, do jump, but take magic. That seems correct to me. It's probably going to be take magic, do jump. So if magic level dot value is greater than 0, air jump dot raise and jump. I think that covers coyote time, and we just cleaned up the hell out of that jumping function.
Cool.
That may have broken coyote time. Fuck. Oh no. Oh, because it's gotta be an else. Durr.
Is there no way to, I guess there is a way. Never mind.
You know what else this is reminding me of right now?
What?
More weeb shit. Surprise, surprise. But, you know, in Howl's Moving Castle, when Sophie is, like, transitioning from, like, younger self to old self and just kind of shrinks up into, like, a shriveled old lady.
I think so. I can't wait until we have these sprites in the game. Oh my god. Incredible.
Okay.
Alright, double jumping is back.
Hell yeah.
Pushing it. I think we finally got it. Thank you so much for your help. To, everyone, and especially Guy, who has been, like, walking me through this logic.
Do y'all want sandwiches?
I am starting to feel a tiny smidgen of hungry.
Paninis.
Paninis.
If y'all want to just message me what you want on your panini, I can go make those. Because I need to take a break from this hat. I'm not going to lie.
This dang hat. Yeah. I'm not a weeb, but Cade said kind of like Obito from Naruto.
Yes.
I don't understand this reference. Because I haven't watched Naruto.
That would be the mask. Oh my god. I
also call myself not a weeb, but I have gotten really into anime because of y'all.
I'm not gonna lie,
So-
I haven't watched Naruto in a really, really, really long time. But I'm thinking they're talking about when he, like, disappears and reappears places because he has, like, a mask thing. But, like, I got lost when it got to the, like, this guy's the Uchiha dude. This guy's not, actually. This guy's... I'm lost. I got really lost. It got really in-depth.
I gave up on Naruto very early on, and, like, I was in elementary school at the time.
Okay, so I was in middle school.
He does the clock arm thing.
Listen, it's been a hot minute. I came back to read the final chapter, not having read anything about the war or anything. Literally, like, I don't remember shit. I can remember characters' names. I got that. I can remember some plot.
Amazing.
It's a long anime, okay? Ask me about an episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I'll be like, okay, that one was only 50 episodes long or so. Ask me about Naruto. It's like,
I don't know.
Would I remember the 270th episode? Maybe not. This is also why One Piece is not even on my radar.
Look, every time I open Netflix and I see a little clip from One Piece, I think about it.
That would be like an aspiration for the entirety of 2021.
Nick and I have been talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. How long is Yu Yu Hakusho?
That's a great question. This is why I don't watch a lot of the things that appeared in Shonen Jump when it was a magazine.
112 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes.
It's less than...
Hold up.
Joji and I
Hold the heck up.
I already know that like One Piece and Bleach are insanely long.
Okay, but Bleach is worth it. 931 episodes in One Piece, okay? 931.
What up, Alistair S? I do want to mention there is this tiny edge case where if you double tap the jump button just right, it'll think you're doing a coyote jump, but also it doesn't matter because you don't gain any height over just jumping regularly.
That sounds fine.
500 Naruto episodes.
This is why I don't remember shit.
How did they manage to get it to be exactly 500? That's just satisfying.
I believe it was because they were threatened with cancellation. Like, it was supposed to go longer, but then they had to, like, mush everything together in the manga.
Okay.
So then, when they were doing the anime, they probably planned for that.
Okay.
So that they could get it to exactly 500.
Beautiful.
That's my guess.
I know that the anime, like, has a lot of filler. Like, there are episode guides that people have recommended to me to, like, hey, this will help you get through Naruto, because you should actually skip a lot of the episodes.
I feel like in the original Naruto, yes, because there's 220 episodes just in the original one, and only like 60 of those are ones I would recommend watching.
Okay.
Shippuden, I feel like, was a lot more strictly the manga, but then again, like I said, I stopped watching, so...
To answer your question, Alistair, I'm not posting Let's Plays or anything. I'm just doing game development streams on Sundays, which I will be posting the videos. I think YouTube just automatically posts them when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty neat. So if anyone missed it or they like came in late or whatever, they can just go watch the video afterwards. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh God. I got halfway through.
It helps us so much. It's what we consume.
I can't live if I don't have likes and subscribes. I will starve.
We
See,
could watch.
I was trying to get away from that. It's like, I don't want it to sound like, oh yeah, we need this to pay for food or something. It's like, no, we need the subs. That is our life force.
Oh, I was trying to do the same joke,
Yeah.
but I got away from it,
Of
unfortunately.
life force.
Life force.
I'm gonna go make some paninis. What do y'all want on yours?
Y'all, we got a bean in the chat, just so you're aware.
We got a bean? A bean board?
A bean?
You should send...
That kind of bean.
Hey, Bean, I also have a stream. You don't need to watch both at the same time. That'd be weird. Please don't, actually.
I should find a good way to, like, link your stream in mine.
I wish.
Bean, it's random product on YouTube if you just want to search for it, but I will also put the URL.
I wonder if there would be like a way to put what's going on my screen in just like a tiny window on your stream, and then
That would be cool.
it would be cool.
It would be really nice.
Then I don't have to stream to like another separate thing. And also, I haven't used my YouTube channel since I stopped doing speed paints.
Alright, so this is how we do it. Alright? We get a third computer.
No.
We put it right there. We hook up both of our HDMIs to an HDMI hub and put it over there.
I mean, I have a device that would let you get Lyla's screen on your computer.
This seems wholly excessive.
Yeah.
is this project? Asks Bean. So
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll message you what I want.
we're calling it Mage Mayhem, and it's just a simple little platformy kind of game. We don't have any enemies so far, so it's mainly just using magic to jump around and dash. And we have um we have crystals you can dash through. We have spikes that can hurt you, and yeah, it's I would say pretty early in development, but we decided to start streaming on Sundays, partly to force ourselves to actually do dev work. Does that sound accurate, Mike?
Yeah, we honestly, I said this to Liz earlier, we have the drive to make a video game, but the motivation is hard.
Yeah.
So...
I just need to start streaming my entire life. That'll get me to exercise too, I bet.
Hell yeah. We should just set up cameras all over and just podcast and live stream our life.
Yeah, we just do our own Western version of Terrace House. I wish I had room for an exercise bike anywhere in the house.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, we don't have room for anything at this point.
No.
We've kind of maxed it out.
If we did, we would have a Galaga machine. Then we wouldn't have room anymore.
Oh god, I wish we had a Galaga machine. You know what we're gonna have eventually?
What?
Is a Mage Mayhem machine.
Yeah, that's true. Bean says
Rich Big Brother.
Yeah, I found streaming forces productivity. Haven't been able to make anything big since finishing Pushimo. Tried 2 different jams and just didn't do anything.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I feel that in a major way. Pushimo is really cool.
I'm gonna put Pushimo in the chat because that's a really fucking good. That's a really good game.
Yeah.
Beanboard.hio/Pushimo. It's really cool.
Didn't the game maker man talk about Pushimo?
He didn't talk about it. Okay, I suppose I could probably let Bean answer that question.
I feel like I at least saw a tweet about it.
There was definitely like a Discord message, but I don't think the video brought it up, which made me very sad.
Yeah. Oh, Bean also says, random product is an influencer. 14k subs, what a legend.
And I'm sitting over here like I used to have 16,000.
I used to have 100.
100 million?
Nope. That would have been cool. I could have been Mr. Beast. That could have been me.
And then we never would have met. No response. Damn, ouch.
Life could have been.
Shit, what do I want on my panini?
I don't even know necessarily what we have in the fridge, so I just said some shit, and I'm like, well, hope it's in there. Oh, GMPK talked about the inner workings of Tetris, which was before Pushimo.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I remember seeing there was like, but there was like a Discord message or something, a Discord message or a tweet where GMTK was like, this game is really cool, and pointed at Pushimo.
Yeah. Do our buttons do anything yet?
What buttons?
The button prefab?
No, it doesn't even have a script on it, I don't think.
Okay. Has a little, not an animation, but it like goes down, I think. Right?
Oh yeah, it's got a little script that, yeah, does that stuff. But it's not like hooked up to anything. We need to make some kind of system that like the button knows what it's supposed to do.
Yes. We can just use Unity event systems, right? That's a good thing.
That's good and fine. Honestly, if each button is tied directly to something like a door, I assume buttons will pretty much just do doors for this game.
Yeah. I would like for them to be able to like turn off spikes, but that'll require a little bit of reworking of how the spikes work, and I don't know how to jump to a particular frame of an animation yet.
Well, What we could do is we could have a spike controller and a door controller.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those would be... would inherit an interface. And the button would just reference the interface and just be like, button pressed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just drag and drop the door or the spikes in, and then the spikes or the door would handle it from there.
Yeah, we could do that.
That all made sense?
Because it'll all be happening in scene, so we'll be able to set whatever references we need.
Yeah. Because we don't need to do anything. You know how I feel about scriptable objects and how much I love them and want to use them all the time.
Yeah.
That seems like not a great time to use them. To be like,
Yeah.
button pushed, this button is specific to this door, scriptable object time.
This button references this scriptable object that has an array of strings, and we will look for the game objects with names that are those strings.
God, you're gonna give me a heart attack. This sounds like work, but, Ooh, Beanboard. Yeah, I have a 5-year-old Let's Play of The Witness, and I think it was actually Cade that said earlier in the chat that they want to see me finish that Let's Play. And I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately. Ooh, you have a level 2 prototype.
What?
I didn't even notice you had a level 2 prototype, and yet I downloaded it.
Yeah, so if you want to check out either of those and give feedback on what to change,
Okay.
then I can work on that. I don't know what to do for level 3, so I'm probably going to start working on sound effects until we know what to change about 1 and 2.
Lit.
Oh, that's so loud. I'm not... Oh, currently selected sound.
Whew.
Not a master volume for everything.
Level 2 ramps up the difficulty a little.
Yeah, the staggering the spikes made it a lot more difficult.
Yeah. I think also we just need to like find the right values for all the like jumping, jump strength and falling multipliers and whatnot.
Yeah.
I do think, at least in the way I was playing it, the amount of magic taken by the jumps was really good. I felt like I was, kind of getting pretty low, but I wasn't like, I didn't run out necessarily.
Yeah.
Which I don't feel like necessarily you should do on like the first 2 levels.
Yeah, I agree. That's also like, I feel like we can just put mana crystals in, like I have one in the corner of that one room, to be like, hey, if you want to go for this, you can.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I had in my head was, no, I guess you learned that you break crystals by dashing. You kind of forced that, didn't you?
I did.
That's smart.
Game design.
That's game design, my dude. We're gonna need a better font for this.
Yeah, I was thinking about going and grabbing one. I know that silver is a popular pixel font.
I don't know that one by name, at least. I probably could recognize it, but
It's so I met this guy at the Devolver party. Who's
casually throwing out that you've been to the Devolver party.
Goes, huh?
Casually throwing out that you've been to the Devolver party.
I've been to the Devolver party. I snuck in. But I met this guy who, it's not his real name, but he goes by Wolfgang, and he works with some localization company that localizes Japanese games into English, and they made a font called Silver. Let me see if I can...
Yeah, if you can find it, that'd be awesome.
Poppy Works. That's who makes it.
Cade. Yeah, I like it's kind of awesome to like hear that people have like taken character names that I use in my Let's Plays, especially Rukian, because that's like the name I use for anything fantasy related or fantasy adjacent. It's just Rukian. It just sounds fantasy but kind of cool, I guess.
Also, Bean's asking, is this game just being made for fun, or is it part of any event? It's not part of an event, but we would like to, you know, sell it maybe one day.
My main goal is to get it in an arcade machine.
Yeah.
And maybe sell that to a couple of arcades. If we can put it up as just like a game on like Steam or whatever, that's lit too.
Yeah, and like the great thing about putting a game up on Steam is that's a shipped game, baby.
That's a shipped game, baby.
Because it actually forces you to learn like the process of putting a game on Steam. Because it's a bit more complicated than putting one onto itch.
And you know what we could do if people like it? This is big think mode. I'm putting my hand in the thinking emoji position.
Okay.
Get
Me too. I'm with you.
get a Switch dev kit. Put it on Switch.
So you know that I've looked into getting a Nintendo developer account and getting a Switch dev kit, and it seems like it's a lot more likely for them to approve you the more shipped titles you have. So it's definitely possible, but
You
wouldn't want to lead with, I've never shipped a game. Can I have a dev kit, please?
So I'm saying like if we ship it and put it on like Steam, and then say like, hey, we have this shipped game and we want to put it on Switch. Do you think that would be something? Maybe.
No harm in trying.
That's far future though, so we don't have to worry about that right now.
Bean says, funny you say putting it on an arcade machine. I can make that happen if a 10-inch cabinet counts.
A 10-inch cabinet?
Yeah, a little tabletop cabinet.
Oh my god.
But
that's adorable.
Lyla has experience with woodworking, and we've been looking into like what, Raspberry Pi or something else.
So
do we know?
All my research and also what I did in my college class has led me to believe the best method for doing this is, at least for what the equipment we have, is getting buttons and joystick that work with a Raspberry Pi. And then you hook the Raspberry Pi up to a Windows machine, and then Unity can read from the Pi. Using some serial port magic stuff that I kind of know how to do. So it's not necessarily the ideal situation because we need an intermediary between the buttons and the machine. But we can get it to work, I think. There's one thing that worries me, unfortunately. The new Unity input system. How do I get that to work with outside controls? I don't know yet. So,
yeah,
that'll be an interesting one to figure out.
That'll be a fun thing.
That might be a nice week or two of traipsing through the Unity 3D forums asking for help.
I think that Bean has tried to post a link, but I think that I have my chat set up that people can't send links, so I do not know how to fix that right now.
Oh man, that is a beautiful 10-inch arcade cabinet. I love that.
I'm gonna go look at it on...
Yeah, the link worked over here on mine, but...
Yeah, like I specifically set mine up to... I don't see it on yours.
Mage Mayhem soundtrack when we know at least 2 people who can do music. So I don't know when we want to do music, but like it's gonna be a bop for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I set up a chat bot or something to keep people from sending URLs because I was getting a lot of like bots. It was like, hey, come check out this free shit, and it's like, that's not safe for people to click on.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Can it just be serial input? So the way to get stuff from a Raspberry Pi is serial input. I just don't know how to take that serial input and hand it over to the new Unity input system so that, like, if you press a physical arcade button, it causes Unity to call the on jump function. It's like, how do I get it to do that without, like, being like, oh, I need a direct reference to the wizard input and then call on jump? Can I just have the Unity input system do it? That's the question I have, and it's a question I don't know how to answer yet. I also don't have the hardware to test it. So, that's for the future. I want to see if I can get like one more thing done today before we end. Because we've been at this for 2 hours now. I don't know what your goal is.
How long are you wanting to stream for?
I think 2 hours is a good goal, but I do feel like I need to do like one more thing.
Okay. I had it on my schedule for like 4 hours.
Oh shit! I know Lyla doesn't want to do 4 hours straight of drawing, but what if you wire the joystick buttons to like an X input controller? X input controller. That's definitely something to look into. Create a text file that the input writes to and then have Unity read it. Well, that would result in the same problem of how do I get Unity to read it and then submit that data to the input system. I don't know how to send data to the input system for it to handle that. I personally love, to continue the conversation we were having, I personally love doing game development, and I feel like I could do it all day. I just don't want to, like, be a bother, I guess. If that makes sense.
Be a bother?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I know Lyla wants to do other stuff today, and I don't want to just be like, but I'm streaming.
Sure. Yeah, wizard game, that's what I call it. I just, don't really do it at any other point during the week, so it's like, well, 2 hours doesn't seem like very much per week to me.
Yeah.
Which like we could split it up into other days. I just definitely feel like streaming helps me actually do stuff.
Yeah, we could do like, what if we do like Sundays and Wednesdays?
Yeah, I can do that.
Xbox controller inside the cabinet and the joystick and the buttons. They can't just manipulate the Xbox sticks and buttons. 5-head. So just create a robot inside the cabinet, and it just mimics your movements. But I gotta use machine learning for that, right? It's gotta predict your movements.
Yeah. If you put in a quarter, the game plays itself. It's like Auto Mario.
Game development is awesome. I made my first game the other day just starting to learn Unity, and it made me feel like I was on crack. Game development...
I don't know what that feels like, but cool.
Game development is pretty fucking lit. You get some shit to work, and it's like, oh cool, I made a fun little thing, and no one's ever made this before. It's a new thing I contributed to the world, or just to myself. You know?
I remember being like in high school, and on like summer or winter vacation, and just like doing working on games all night, and then waking up and being like, oh, now I have all these ideas, I'll put all those in, and it was just I want that back.
Oh,
I
it was
want that
so good,
motivation
dude.
back.
So good. I definitely get the times where I'm like, oh, I have like 1,000 ideas for this, and then I just don't do it. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
great.
When I was in college, I got really into keeping notes and like writing down all my ideas. So now I have like over 2,000 notes on my phone.
Oh, damn.
But I just never really did anything with them, and then I go back and look at them, and they're like, let me pull one up really now to give you. Let me pull one up really quick right now to give you an idea of how unintelligible they are.
Okay. In
Let's
the
see.
in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do jump buffering. Just gonna kind of do that in the background.
Oh, gross. I found notes from a project I did end up doing in college that was not super good.
Oof. That's not fun.
What the fuck does this mean? Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm going to just read this to you without any editorializing, alright?
Okay. Thank you.
Paper moon. The last detail. Seconds. To be or not to be. Parenthetical 1940s. The apartment. Ace in the Hole. Sunset Boulevard. Are these just movies? Are these all movies?
What does this mean?
Because no, now I'm getting down to like Double Indemnity and Seven Samurai. Yeah, I think these are movies. Well, that's not helpful. Okay, this one's weird.
That was probably
ultimate
loud.
Will Ferrell
Oh, shit.
compilation. 10 minutes. Quotation marks. The future of news is robots. That's the entire note.
The future of news is robots. USSR activation sequence.
I don't know.
You're gonna activate Bucky.
Okay, I think I'm going to put in a jump, and that'll be it.
How am I gonna do jump buffering and coyote time and double jump?
Hey, real quick before I do this, are you working in Wizard Input right now?
In what?
Wizard Input?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I push?
If I can have it for a little bit.
Yeah,
Because I just want to do a audio thing to make sure the audio pops when you jump.
I'm gonna mute and then eat this sandwich.
Sure.
I will never unmute.
Okay.
Sorry, Bean just said that. Said unmute, you coward.
Oh.
Probably should have just said that in chat, but anyway.
I assumed you were muting on Discord.
Guy, we don't necessarily need jump buffering, but it does feel really nice when you have jump buffering. I suppose that would be if your velocity is downwards and it's been a while since you were grounded. We can figure that out.
This will not work. Is that function not getting called?
What function?
On jump.
Oh, on jump happens. That's the Unity input system.
Mm-hmm.
So the input system calls on jump whenever the jump button is pressed.
Yeah, I'm just putting in audio clip stuff. Alkanov asks if mute audio is enabled. Yes, it is. But also, it should be changing the audio clip. I'll try this again. Okay, it does work. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not changing the audio clip, though. That's weird.
I think. So Lyla pointed out we need to get this pickup order before items get taken off the shelves.
Yeah.
We lost our hot dog buns, Dalton.
Oh no.
So I'm thinking maybe we do the next 15 minutes and head out at 3:30.
That works.
I can try to solve this in 15 minutes. Speedrun coding. Best coding. Let's go.
Oh my god. I am saying oh my god to the audio stuff that's happening. I need to play the jump sound only when you first jump.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm good with ending in the next however many minutes.
I'm gonna look at your stream really quick.
Okay. Okay.
Where's your stream? Dalton Tomatini. Because if you're trying to get it so it's only when you initially jump, it shouldn't be on the on-jump function.
Okay.
Because on-jump is just, the input system has requested a jump, and I put the jump request flag to true, and then we have some logic in fixed update that leads to the jump function. I know that's kind of confusing, so I probably should rename that, but...
Yeah, now that you've explained it to me, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
I understand why there aren't very many comments.
I really should put more comments. That should be something that I do between streams, I think, is just comment the hell out of my code and then try to just do that normally.
Okay, putting it in the jump function, I think, works better.
Okay. Is that one... Are you doing different sounds for when you jump off the ground versus when you air jump?
No, not yet. Right now I'm just trying to get a sound working.
Because once we do air jump versus regular jump, you can probably throw it in the fixed update for that, and then have two different jump sounds.
Okay. So, is the Coyote Time one also just regular ground jump?
Yep.
Okay.
YouTube keeps telling me that my audio output is, like, getting bad. Audio stream bitrate of 128. It said my audio bitrate was 8.9 kilobytes per second. Oh, that's probably because I, muted my mic and nothing was coming out of my desktop sounds.
Probably.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I have the ground jump sound in.
Awesome. Alright, I'm grabbing that. Push number 69. Nice. We're very mature adults. Nice. Alright. I want to hear that sound. I want to know that sound. Hell yeah. Very arcadey. Oh, I died.
That seems like it was going to have been the easiest one to do. Dashing, I have no idea what he'd use as a base for that.
Yeah.
Laser sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Sound effects are not something that I'm necessarily trained in. I know how to mix things, but I don't know how to make the things that are being mixed.
Right. I don't really know either. I just use VFXR enough that I can kind of, pretend to know what I'm doing.
Right. I'm sure we'll figure it out over time.
Yeah.
This sound by itself is probably not great over time.
It's gonna jump off and see me next year. It's already 2021.
You think the pandemic's gonna end before 2022?
No, that's true. You are correct. See ya, Bean. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye, Bean. I'm wondering if I could use an eye enumerator. Seems kind of silly, but naming it jump logic isn't helping because now we have on jump, jump logic, and jump. So that's cool. I'm gonna want a coroutine reference.
Try this as the dash.
Okay. So let's say you're falling. You're really close to the ground, right? So you're not touching anything currently. But you're like a 20th of a second away from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I need the game to wait that much time before it does anything else. Right?
Sure.
So I need to have a float that's like timer equals 0.05f. 20th of a second. And while timer is still greater than or equal to 0, timer minus equals time dot delta time. I have worries that this is going to somehow screw with dashing, but we'll get there when we get there.
We'll cross that bridge. Okay, my BFXR has stopped saving files in any particular format.
Are they just empty files?
There's like not a dot anything.
What the fuck? That's super weird. I think you can just break out of enumerators somehow, but I keep forgetting how.
Other than just yield return null.
Yeah, because that just waits till the next frame. I think yield break entirely stops an enumerator. And I'm sure my professors would be very mad at me for doing things like that, but...
You learn the rules in school so that you learn how to break them properly. I don't know what is broken. I'm so confused.
Whoa, and what happened?
BFXR.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Yeah, that definitely broke something. because I was no longer able to jump after I jumped a few times.
Oh no. What did you change?
I think I just fixed it. Let me try jumping a bunch. I just made it so that the coroutine set itself to null,
Oh, gotcha.
and that should fix the problem. I'm gonna do a ridiculous value test and set the timer to 5 seconds. Your jump buffer is 5 seconds long. Does it still work properly? Yes. Cool. Jump buffer actually worked really easily. Not gonna lie.
Cool.
So much time to buffer. You hit something. Jump. Otherwise, if you don't successfully jump buffer, try coyote time or regular ground jumping and then double jump. Yeah, I think that just worked. It just works. I am still fearful of dashing, but nope, doesn't seem to do anything actually. I'm gonna have to fix the ground detection at some point because you can just glide along the bottom of the map because your head is hitting the ceiling, and that counts as ground detection.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm currently just asking if you are hitting something, not like what direction you're hitting it. Yeah, if you want to import the shape camera thing at some point, I want to do the dash thing that I mentioned next time. But I think we are about out of time at this point.
Cool.
I might also go through and like rename things so they make more sense and add comments and stuff.
I am probably. I'm probably not going to put in the dash sound right now, but I need to set up a function that's just like pass a audio clip in and play that so that it works with the way you're doing dashing in a coroutine.
Smart, yeah. Alright, I'm pushing jump buffering. That makes 2 out
Can I
of...
do it first? I got it first.
Oh, you. And merge conflict. No, that's...
We weren't working the same thing. I already reverted my my shit in the wizard control.
Yeah. Jump buffering. Publish now. So we have 2 out of the, like, 11 suggestions? 10 suggestions from Maddie Thorson. I won't do all of them, but...
Right.
Because, like, we don't have semi-solid platforms.
Right.
We could have them, but we haven't. Yeah. I don't know about things like dash corner correction. I feel like dash corner correction will just work if we do the, like, changing to a circle collider thing that I was talking about earlier.
And it already kind of works. Like, if I dash into the top half of a platform, I'll pop onto the top of it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Cool. Well, I'm going to end my stream then.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone, for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. We'll be back, I think, Wednesday, right?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's heckin' do it. We'll be back Wednesday for the 3rd Mage Mayhem session. Bye.